Hey there, how are you? How you doing? I really don't know how to do this. Please keep me in abeyance. Anyway, I wanna say in this video, all hail firstborns. I am a firstborn daughter, and I think that's the highest title I've earned since I was born to now. That I am the most proud of. Well, not always, but now I'm saying this from a point of I'm looking back, obviously. I'm looking back and seeing what I have done as a big sister to two younger siblings in the past 11 or so years. Yeah. And I would like to share a few things that I have learned from that. Anyways, I don't know if I should dive right in, like deeply, or just say it lightly. But then I'm thinking, imagine if I died today, God forbid, but I'm not dying, but still, just imagine I died with this story without saying it. I mean, what do I have to lose? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let me share it. Anyway, I'm a big sister to two young siblings, a boy and a girl who I love so much. That's before I have my own kids. They are definitely the ones I put first, even before my own parents. I don't know if this is common to all, but yeah, that's me. So, my story is going to be more of in this generation, in this day and age, we are told to carry our own burdens and not to care too much about the other people's burdens. And by other people, unfortunately for our generation, it includes our parents and family. Like, man, I salute the people who cut off their families. It just doesn't make sense to me to cut off my family. I don't want to negate that they are right for how they choose to do their life, but I just can't imagine cutting off my family. I don't know what major wrong they will do for me to cut them off, but I don't want to find out. By God's grace, I haven't found out. I don't want to find out ever, in Jesus' name. And I'm sorry for the ones who experience it. Okay? So, anyways, again, I'm going to talk about another snippet of an issue. The reason as to this story. So, in most African families, I mean, family issues are everywhere, but I think not just African, sorry for just condensing it to Africa, but I think most families experience and encounter not there it might be emotional violence, guy. It might be emotional, physical, all those types of abuse. I I'm not a victim, actually. Let me just say I have experienced that type of thing in my growing up, where you witness your parents strife, you know. I don't want to go in details, but they can easily get your mental health to the drains. And I mean it, to the drains. So this story is coming from that point of when my parents almost, and I'm sorry, mom and dad, if you see this ever. So my parents almost got me there. And so here's the thing. I am a child of God who's been worked on by His grace. So I'm not saying this as a holier than thou person. I'm saying this as a person who sought God for help in the midst of giving up on, praying for them. So one time I dreamt, that was after I had encountered such a nasty, nasty experience in their issues, which is their issues for real. Let me breathe in. So, this one time I dreamt that they had, and we are dreamers in our household. So, when dreams happen, man, and they become true. So, when this dream came, I was like, man, again. So, I dreamt that they had such a bad split because of what they had been arguing about. And I had been, let's say, praying at that time, but not praying for them per se. I had been praying for myself to detach because I had now become the problem. I was carrying them too heavily. I don't know if Anyway, that's the one thing I'm not proud of as a big sister, because you should not carry anything with such heaviness. Not like that. Or maybe, okay, let's see where this story leads. So, I dreamt that they had a very bad split. And then I was not even angry in that dream. When I woke up, you know, when you dream and then you wake up and it's so real. So I woke up and I asked God, God, again? Again? That was, honestly, I remember it so vividly. Early in the morning, and let me tell you what happened. The most mind-blowing. I might easily say that was the first time I had, you see, those Christians who say they had a still voice, that was the first time I had a still voice tell me wash their feet. And then I woke up afresh and I was like, what? I wasn't sure if I was supposed to wash my father's feet or my mother's feet. So, if you're a Christian, then you know. Sometimes you don't wait to see why you're being told to do something, you just do it. And now, between me and my mind, I was just thinking, okay, at what point do I wash? I mean, how do I come up with a story to tell them I need to wash your feet? When I was washing the house, then here came my father. And I told him I was using a rag, not a mop. I told him, Dad, kaa hapa, just sit here, nikuoshe mguu, usinipakie nyumba uchafu. And I washed his feet. And as I was washing his feet, I was praying to God. Mind you, I don't know why I've been told to wash his feet. Or rather, is it him or mom? And now after kumwash, I was just thinking, okay, now where do I wash, mom? Let me tell you, my mom walked in again, and her seeing me wash my dad's feet, she was like, yata mimi, let me be washed as well. So I washed her feet as well, and I was praying. Let me tell you, I never told them at that point why ama nini, because it was so random. I had never washed their feet. Never, ever had I washed their feet or even thought about it. So this is actually a testimony, yo. After washing their feet, I can only tell from how I'm speaking from a point of looking back, because that was some time back kidogo. Looking back, let me tell you, I have not had or witnessed them being in a major argument. And when I say major, it's major where it takes away it used to take my will to have a marriage of my own. And I know that's toxic. I don't want to say I should cut them off. Man, they're just doing life. I'm not faulting them. I really honor them for trying to hold up the marriage. All those years is not a joke. And so I'm here to tell you as a first one. Sometimes, maybe most times, your duty is to not sit back and watch and wishi. Utashinda ukiwishi hapo. So please take up your position in that position of a firstborn. Because you remember that story in the Bible of Esther where it says, for such a time as this you were born. Best believe there is no mistake in you being positioned there. Only if you take position. I think I had taken up that burden so much that I covered my siblings from experiencing the hurt I was experiencing from my parents. Like, if there's anything I treasured more is seeing them more at peace. I would rather have carried all that burden than let them know what was happening. And I say that so proudly, because I think there is a reason as to why I was positioned where I was positioned in my family. I'm here to tell you, if you're witnessing such things in your life, a household, please don't give up. Don't give up on your parents. Don't feel demotivated, tired, don't let it water down your desire to have your own. Imagine, it's good. Marriages are good out here. I'm not married, but I know they are good. And that story is not going to make me not want my own. It is a good one where God is working on it. And the reason I share this story today is I was reading the Bible in John where Jesus was washing his disciples' feet, and then it triggered that story. And so I went again to look and Google what is the possibility of, okay, not possibility, what's the reason of washing feet it said her humility and service to others. But then I looked for more deeper insights, and it says conflicts are cleaned out by your humility and level of showing that you can cover all this by being humble, like it's like an umbrella thing. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Anyway, I'm here to all hail the firstborns. I hope you ace this. I hope you keep doing the best, and I hope you get the best reward for taking it up with love and honor. Bye bye. See you soon.